Hi, Joan. You've got an update.
Good evening.
Hi, you have an update.
I say good evening because it's 9:30 here. It's not evening at your end.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's fine. I'm so glad you called back. I can't wait to hear how this went.
I was not expecting to be able to call back quite so soon.
Okay.
But
give us a recap, Joan, of your initial.
Yeah, okay. In Denmark, it's customary. We are all Protestants. We're all Lutheran Protestants in Denmark. So everyone, I say everyone, but a large proportion, I think it's about 85% are members of the Lutheran Protestant Church. So everyone gets confirmed to the Lutheran Protestant Church, and we get time off school, etc., etc., etc. Yes, I say get time off school. It actually counts as a school activity to go and listen to your priest talk about Jesus for whatever, half a year before you're confirmed. It's part of your school curriculum. You wouldn't believe this from a secular society, but that's how it is. It's a different issue. It's a different. Yeah. Can you tell I have opinions on this?
Yes. Ones we're likely to be agreeing with you.
So her grandmother, my mother, came over the other night, and again, my grandmother mentioned, so are you going to get confirmed? And we were talking about the humanist confirmation, which I also mentioned last time, though I do think I might have called it the atheist confirmation, but it's the humanist confirmation.
No, you said humanist, yeah.
Oh, did I? Okay, yeah.
I remember it distinctly.
And my mum said, and it blew my mind because obviously I didn't know that. My father was quite old when he had me, and his sister's children, who are, 20, 30 years older than me, were all humanistic confirmed, because apparently that was also a thing back in sort of the 60s or 50s or whatever, in Copenhagen anyways. So the tradition goes way, way, way back. Right. So we were quite surprised that my mum wasn't fazed at all. Well, I was surprised anyways. And I think this actually also kind of calmed my daughter a bit, sort of like, okay, maybe it's the tradition to her is almost as old as, anything before she was born is old anyways, isn't it? But and my mother found some knitting recipes, and we got going finding a dress for her and everything. So basically she's been booked in for that sounds terrible, but she's been signed up for the humanist confirmation.
Outstanding.
Wow.
Yay.
That is
really
fantastic news.
Yeah. And I really think talking to you guys really sort of spurred a conversation that I really needed to have with her.
Fantastic.
And one of the things she did sort of reveal after we started talking about it, which I also thought was, I have no idea, but what she said was, the other girls from her year in school have also decided against being confirmed.
Wow.
But all the boys just kind of go along with it because they don't care, so they just go along with it. Mm-hmm. And she was quite sort of aware that the boys didn't say yes or no, they just did it because, but they didn't claim it for themselves, but kind of just went along with it, didn't have an opinion on it. Does that make sense?
Girls mature earlier?
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to say. I think it's got to do with girls being mature older, or being younger, earlier, sooner.
Yeah. That's just a guess. Yeah.
I have no idea, but it was quite interesting that she'd sort of noticed that there was this difference, that the girls were actually asking the question, "Do I want to do this?" Whereas the boys were kind of like,
That's great. Oh my gosh.
Shrugging their shoulders and going along with it. And the girls were wanting to.
Yeah. Thanks for calling back with that. That's amazing.
Taking a stand. Yeah.
Really appreciate this follow-up.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I'm sure this is going to be great information for other people out there, perhaps in Europe or wherever, that there is that humanist version of the ritual.
Well, yeah, well, I can see that certainly Humanist UK do. My husband is from the UK, and so he doesn't. This confirmation thing is not, he's whatever. It's not part of his religious tradition. So it kind of like hangs on me. But the Humanist in the UK also do humanist funerals and humanist weddings and so on and so forth. So it is an option. And one of the things, at least for me, and I know this isn't true for all people who are not, it's not true for all atheists, but the traditions mean a lot to me. Mm-hmm. The bit where you celebrate the birth of a child, or you celebrate the rituals, the marriage, or that milestones. It means something to me.
Yeah,
it does.
It is very.
And
meaningful.
I don't know how else to make those rituals if I don't have a church to do it in.
Right, and you found a way to do that with keeping the supernatural stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's fantastic. I know from when I may have mentioned this before, when I was giving talks in the UK, and it was just this huge, old established humanist network that went back 200 years. I mean, it was astounding to me that, that kind of thing existed compared to the U.S. If you would be okay with this, putting a link or two that relates to the Humanist confirmation program, please put that in the comments.
There's been a bit on TV as well. I know you. Again, you're from a different reality than mine, but we don't have that many TV channels. But there's been like things on TV. So my mum wasn't even surprised, but I was surprised because I didn't realise that this was going. My father was an atheist. My mum's Christian, but my father was an atheist. So, but I didn't know that my family had this sort of tradition of doing humanist confirmations.
That's
kind of disappointed because I could have had one.
Right. The secrets have been exposed.
Yeah. The secret's out now. But that it's and they actually what I also find is really, really, really positive is that they go away for 2 weekends. All the children who are I'm sorry, not children, they're teenagers, young people, they go away on 2 weekends and they learn about humanism, they learn about ethics, they learn about critical thinking. It's awesome.
Wow, you have really stumbled upon something fantastic, so good for you.
Right on.
That is amazing. Yeah, So I just thought I'd ring up and let you know, and maybe I'll share a photo of her in her white home knitted dress by Grandma.
Oh, cool! Wow. Very cool. Yeah, I want to see that.
Neato. And thank you very much for enabling a conversation that I needed to have.
Oh, thank you for calling, and thank you for calling back to let us know how it turned out. That's so wonderful.
I was very surprised I could call you back already with an update.
Yay! Yeah. Excellent. Right on.
Oh, great.
Well, we will maybe talk to you again about some other thing.
Yeah.
All right.
And enjoy your evening.
Afternoon, evening. Yeah. It's all good.
You as well.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye, Joan.
And you. Bye.
Bye.